Now, Prince Harry and a team of wounded servicemen and women have spent their first day in the Antarctic as they prepare for their epic journey to the South Pole. The race is due to take place next Saturday. Well, joining us now is Jon Beswick, who made it to the South Pole just a couple of years ago to mark the 100 years of Captain Scott's journey there. And also with us is our royal correspondent, Paul Harrison. First of all, Paul, tell us what they've been doing today.
They've just finished their first night in Antarctica. They woke up in their bunk beds this morning, a bit of a storm raging outside, so they were keen to get out and do some skiing, but that didn't quite happen. So they've been going through their kit and trying to streamline their kit down as much as possible. What should they take? What shouldn't they take? Home comforts, yes, the chili powder's going and the Tabasco sauce, just to make the food a bit more exciting, but trying to get rid of things that they don't need to take with them. Keep that weight down, make life a little bit easier.
Well, Jon Beswick, how important is that? Because, I mean, they are expected to drag these really heavy sleds, aren't they? I think they're about 11 stone in weight or something, so presumably keeping the weight to a minimum is important.
Absolutely. They're probably pulling between 70 and 90 kilograms, and just the act of pulling these, they'll be burning 8,000 calories a day. So that needs extra food. That means they're slower, and these sleds, they just get heavier and heavier as time goes on during the day, basically.
And how do you think they'll be feeling now that they're actually in Antarctica itself? Will they be feeling more excited, more trepidatious? I mean, emotionally, what are they going through?
I think they'll be excited. You know, it's stunningly beautiful, and those times, those rest times, are the bits that you take away from the trip. They're the most important bits. They're the most fun. Yeah.
Well, fun's a good word, because they looked like they were having a lot of fun, didn't it, Paul? I mean, Prince Harry, we saw him taking photographs and joking around with some of his fellow walkers. I mean, he looks like he's going to really enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, lots of nervous energy. They had to delay this, don't forget, by about 48 hours. They spent a lot of time in nice, sunny, warm Cape Town. The minute they arrived in Antarctica, there was a sort of a sudden 40-degree drop in temperature. So that was almost a real shock to the system. Morale might have dropped a little bit, but a good night's sleep and a square meal last night, bangers and mash, certainly lifted them back up again. I think excitement, yes, but I think the reality began to set in today, and they know that the temperature is going to drop even further, another 20 to 30 degrees. Once they hit the plateau, which is about 3,500 feet up, the air thins. It gets much more tough for them all. But I think they're ready for it. They know what to expect. They've done the training, so all being well, they'll get cracking within a week.
Well, yes, and the training is absolutely gruelling for an event like this, isn't it? Tell us a little bit about what you had to do when you did it.
So we were a team of 6, and I think for 6 months before, perhaps even longer, we pulled 3 tyres around Hyde Park in the sand track. And we'd start off an hour a day and built up to 8 hours a day. So that was the physical side of things.
And did it feel even tougher when you're dealing with a cold as well?
Absolutely, of course. Yeah, I think the other thing that they've got to manage is when you're pulling these sleds, you can't sweat. You have to go at such a pace that your body temperature is absolutely perfect, because as soon as you stop, your sweat freezes, and then your health will deteriorate. It's very important that they get that right.
And how important are the personalities in the group? I mean, to what extent is this a real team effort?
Absolutely, and I think the team will be developing all the way through this journey. And we had dropouts in our team. We spent 24 hours in an industrial freezer similar to them, and for some people that was too much. And I think the team will get closer and stronger as the event goes on.
Well, it'll be fascinating to watch their progress. Yeah. Paul, I know you'll keep us up to date with that. Jon Beswick, very interesting to get your insights as well. Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.